Hello everyone, Johnny Miner here, and today, as per the title of this stream, we are playing Kirby's Dream Buffet, mostly just for fun. I decided to play this not only because we had this week the Kirby Riders Direct. Because of that, I had considered playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate today. And don't worry, we'll eventually play that as well, mostly just for fun and or as a Learn Japanese with series. But ended up choosing this game also to celebrate the upcoming Switch 2 edition of Forgotten Land, and so wanted to play a game focused on Kirby, while of course in addition to the current series Learn Japanese with Kirby's Adventure. And so yes, decided to play this one. As you can see, the title in here is in Japanese, because I changed the system language to Japanese to turn it that way, turn it into Japanese also the game. And in Japanese it's called Kirby's Kabi no Gourmet Fest. Of course, Kirby, then the possessive particle no, of Kirby, Kirby's, and then Gourmet Fest. Gourmet Fest. Okay, without further ado, let's start the game. We see this incredibly cute intro. Also funny. Kirby turns small after picking up that fork. Also other Kirbys show up. And the race begins, the competition begins. Let's press the A button. Hi Kirby. Okay, we have we'll see these after, some options. But first we'll go, also because I'm pretty sure there isn't anything here. Don't remember this one, also because it isn't okay, you can see the credits and the previous adventures. Just show it, previous adventures, it shows other games released at the time. The ones on Switch at the top and bigger, and then those on previous systems, 3DS and Wii U. We won't focus on that for now. Pretty sure if you open, you have also the descriptions of these games. We won't check them now, but I'll still open them all in case you want to check them yourself by pausing the video. Okay, but let's go to the main menu. We have the versus mode, up to 2 players. Look, yeah, as we can see on the bottom right corner. play as 4 people with computer characters, computer player characters, or with a friend, so in 2 most, by sharing. Then we have the online. We might check it if there still are some playing this game, even though I doubt it. But we'll give it at least a try. At most, I think after some waiting, it makes you play with CPU, so wouldn't matter. And then, of course, we have the local mode, as it says in Japanese. And it's the local connection, of course, each one with their own system. So first and foremost, we check the offline mode. In Japanese it says Taisen, which would mean versus. Let's check it's... well, technically fighting in general, because we have a sen, which is a fight, and a tai, which is opposed, as in versus, as I mentioned. So in general becomes a fighting, battle, fight, contest, match. Was curious to see its accent, as we already here. Yeah, unaccented, okay, just to be sure. Yeah, of course, when, as mentioned by the name of the playlist, and as I also said, mostly just for fun, but here and there, of course, being the game in Japanese, I still translate, of course, and sometimes make some explanations, but mostly translate, just translate, so you can tell what's going on. Okay, let's choose that one. Okay, first let's start at the lowest difficulty. Amai, literally sweet, but of course in a figurative meaning, and so easygoing, because it's our difficulty, so we'll start with that one. But of course in this case also it's play on words, since it's a food-based game. The theme is food, as we've seen from the intro and these first screens. So instead of using the usual word for easy, we got sweet, literally. We'll see the other difficulties later when we try them. And yes, we get the instructions. Eat and roll, become big. The bigger you are, the faster you go, you roll. The biggest one wins. Even if you fall, if you press, you can come back. You can return by flying with A. And of course, the smallest you are, the longer you can hover. not only makes sense physically, because of course, but also to balance the game. And there are these plates of strawberries at the goal, literally the goal strawberries. And there are 3, of course, for first, second and third place. And it says at the bottom, in the Grand Prix when 3 have eaten these plates, these dishes of strawberries, you advance to the next game. And then we have the copy Hudo with a long vowel. So instead of copy abilities, technically we have copy foods, of course singular in Japanese, but can also be used for the plural. And it can be a big comeback using with R copy foods, copy abilities in the form of food. And you want to drop the big rivals and steal their strawberries. Yeah, we have here the Gourmet Grand Prix, which is a combination, as you can see also in the description, of a race, a mini game, and at last a battle royale. So a full course, of course, also in reference to full courses, as in food, where you can play those 3 kinds of games. A gourmet phase, which is a full course of those. And you can even obtain character sweets, Kara Okashi. We'll see what those are. Then we have the single race. Where you simply run through the course menu, literally in Japanese, again in reference to the food theme that you have chosen. And aim for the pile of strawberries at the goal, present at the goal. You can also here obtain character sweets, the single mini game, of course, just a mini game, quicker, and you have to eat more strawberries than anyone else. The single battle royale. Battle royale. Again, simply you play the battle royale. So and there's again the comebacks with copy food. You can also obtain character sweets. And then free roll. And it is simply practicing freely at the large playing places, literally. You can also try freely copy foods. And there's also a mix of music. But now that we have seen all these options, let's check the full Gourmet Grand Prix. Okay, it showed actually, of course the rule now is aim for those. It showed that they start the menu, and so actually the selection of games. Yeah, we get there. Yeah, you want to be quick, but also pick up strawberries around. Yeah, pretty funny that at the start you have Master Hand and Crazy Hand. For those who don't know, yes, they are Smash Bros characters, but also Kirby ones. As we'll eventually see if we play more Kirby games on the channel, which we definitely will. Not sure when, simply because yeah, I used copy food, which was kind of pudding. Japanese most certainly purin, which is the Japanese pronunciation for pudding, which was kind of a slime. And okay, jelly, so jelly actually. And yeah, you turn into a jelly, so kind of a slime, and can go below under obstacles, which is quite useful to be quick. Yeah, this is the difficulty. We aren't having any issues. Of course, as soon as I say the computers show up, but we see how the other difficulties go. I have to rotate to eat the strawberries. Actually, there are some falling while we are waiting for the remaining. Big Kirby and a happy Kirby. Okay, we have this where we have to destroy the boxes to get strawberries. This mini game, an easy one. We are still first, of course. I'm curious to see how... Okay, we got another race actually. We actually have some waddle dees that get in the way also. Someone got what's clearly wheel, but in food form, and so a donut. Ok. Ecco. Yeah, there it is. It even says Hoiru, so simply wheel, just like in other Kirby games that we have seen also in Kirby's Adventure. Jelly, but we keep it until we really need it. We actually don't need it, so let's just use it. Okay, we got this. Game first. So unless those comebacks in Japanese technically turnabout, Yakuten, which is the word also present in the Japanese name of Ace Attorney games. This is Yakuten Saiban. Someone there pushing us all around, of course. Luckily, we have such a lead that shouldn't be an issue. Okay. And of course, at the end, it says Gochiso-sama, which is what you say at the end of meals. We get some additional strawberries depending on prizes, kind of like bonus stars in Mario Party games. Of course, we won, but I surely hoped so, since it's at the lowest difficulty. We'll see the other ones, how they go. Yeah, depending on your rank, you unlock costumes and so on. In our case, skin, sukin, whip cream in Japanese, so whipped cream. You got literally you got in it. You put it. It was put in your hand. Entered technically. We unlocked the color fire red. And also a race BGM, Caramel Country Western, funny enough, written in in English. And so we might. It says that it has become so that you it will flow literally. It can flow during at races, so it can play at races. And with that, we have finished our current unlockable. Okay, we actually got also the famous character suites we have kept hearing of. In our case, this Kirby. In its name, Kirby of the Stars, the typical name of Kirby games in Japanese, Hoshi no Kabi. We've also studied the kanji because of that in our Kirby's Adventure series. We got one from Kirby's Adventure, as you can see also by the title, Hoshi no Kabi Yume no Izumi no Monogatari. Again, we have studied those kanji during the series. And we got dot, as in 8-bit, dot art, bonkers. And yes, with that, we've obtained that. We'll go back to the home. I want to... Okay, here it shows your the unlockables you got. There are the ones already unlocked at rank 1, which is the one you start with, of course. The 4 Kirby colors. Classic pink. Kirby pink. Then we have Kirby yellow. Kirby is the Japanese name of yellow Kirby, and that's the whole story about how Kirby was. They thought to make Kirby yellow at first, but then they decided for pink. And then we simply have ice blue, because Kirby becomes blue when he gets ice ability. Then we have Kusamochi green. Kusa means grass. I don't think I've heard the compound. Yes, it's simply well, because of the mochi is mochi as in the sweet, so as a particular kind of mochi. By the way, mochi on its own is unaccented, while this one, it's the compound is accented on the last syllable, on the sa, ksa mochi, just like ksa, but most likely it's simply because it's a compound. And yeah, as per the explanation in the dictionary, rice flour dumplings mixed with mugwort. And so, yeah, most likely because of that it becomes it's of course also a play on words, but we get the color green. Then we had Kirby's Gourmet Fest. I'm hungry, pinker ball, colorful candies, youth athletic meet, fun drive with you. As the first one is the home BGM, while the other ones are race ones, and then the unlockables we have seen in game. And you can see also upcoming ones, but we won't show more than those. We keep them as a surprise. Wanted to check our collection here and actually decorate. We put Kirby on top, then the dot bonkers. Then we can change our skin. We change Kirby. We'll add the whipped cream, and let's say we can get the Kirby yellow. I'm forgetting how it's called in. In English, I'll check just. Yeah, I think it's also called Kirby, but of course in English written as with two E, Keeby from English, from the same as the Japanese name. And it's actually a play on words because ki on its own means yellow, short ki means yellow in Japanese. More often you'll actually hear it as ki-iro by adding the word for color, so yellow colored. But yes, it's a play. It's a wordplay. Again, Japanese love the wordplay. Okay, we pick this one. And go back into it. And this time pick the normal difficulty. In this case, Futsu, which is, yes, normal. No wordplay here. You see it also in other games as our usual normal difficulty. Futsu, which is unaccented, okay. And yes, we'll continue with the full course, and so the Gourmet Grand Prix. Roll cake, tea time, and the last one I haven't seen. And yeah, the one actually we have chosen on top is the one that shows there. Okay, we get wheel. Which is great too. Well, could have and most should have kept it for that. We get tornado. Actually, a cupcake. You know, let's go like others this way. Luckily, there was a wall. Going the way with more rewards, but much harder isn't the best idea, as we definitely want to get this. Luckily we got it. Okay, we are on top. Of course, have these cups, which strawberries will fall into which strawberries will fall. Of course, the more time it passes, the faster that will be. We're still perfectly fine. Okay. Another race, as you have seen. Also the enemies, as you can see, I have a food theme. The Pronto birds there. All sugary. Tornado, which is great when there are a lot of strawberries around. So you can pick them up. There weren't many, but here please got some. Yeah, wheel is great to break those down faster. Although the best one for walls, of course, is the jelly. Of course, we are not getting anything. We are quite all those with wheel getting in our way. Okay, let's hope nothing bad happens at the last second. Maybe not. Okay. And we are still first. Yeah, we should be fine. Of course, there's way less distance in this case. Like before. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay, we got Jelly. Jelly. Barely avoided falling there. Of course, there's also Master End. Actually, I think Crazy Angle because it was the left one, if I've seen correctly. Trying to pick us up, but others can be picked up as well, as we've just seen. And with that, we should have won. Okay. Thank you for the meal. The presentation of the results. The one who ate more fruits berry. Then I've seen the third one for copy foods. But yes, we won, of course, with less distance. We'll see how the higher difficulty go. We have our usual unlockables. We have the bandana Wador D skin. We have the D Orange. D as in Waddle D. Okay. We got, of course, our usual character sweets. Mr. Shine. From Kirby's Adventure. We'll see him soon enough. We have Caroline from, in Japanese, Hoshi no Kabi Discovery, which is the Japanese name of Forgotten Land. So, funny enough, the upcoming Switch 2 edition. So, looking forward to that. And of course, we'll eventually play Forgotten Land in general for the channel, but most likely it will take some time. Okay, let's go back to the home. Well, I always forget to translate that menu, but we'll do it another time. Let's check our... Let's decorate. This time we'll put bunkers on top. Actually, we'll just put one on top, so, and it should be the one that shows up during the race, as we have seen. Also here. Here is a free roll. We can change our skin. Of course, we are getting this time the bandana Waddle Dee, and also with the orange. Okay, we can do the next one. The next difficulty. Karai. And here we go back to the sweets theme. First we had Amai, by the way unaccented if I forgot to mention it, sweet. Then we got simply normal Futsu. Now we get karai, which means spicy, accented, this one, spicy hot, or as in spicy. Technically also salty, but as we'll see, eventually there's a more specific word for salty, which is a compound with karai. I anticipate it, it's shio karai. Which adds the word, also accented, which adds the word shio, accented on the last syllable, which means salt. But of course, in our case, spicy as in the difficulty, so it's difficult. So we can do that. We continue with our Gourmet Grand Prix. We have an hamburger that we could see also on screen. It's better to actually not. It's a blessing in disguise that it goes so quickly, so I don't have the time. Well, I can see them mostly myself, but not to translate them, so that we avoid the spoilers. We have these eggs, bouncy platforms. Yeah, we have these peppers, which are practically burning, as in terms of regular Kirby copy abilities. Would have been great to keep it for this wall, but oh well. Simply some. Yeah, going on top maybe would have been for the best, but yeah, also because they avoided this wall. We try to. Yeah, it also says there burning, just like we've seen in Kirby's Adventure. Boy. Yeah, no, unfortunately they got them all. And yeah, we can see the increase in difficulty, apart of course from my mistake. I think we are third currently. Yeah, we are third. So we might be able to have a comeback. Especially if we get avoid the bombs and get okay, we are still third. Yeah, first is quite far, but we are close to the second place. We try to aim, of course, if we can win overall better, but get first. But if not, we are definitely at least aiming for second currently. The wall, thank you for the burning Kirby for destroying it also for us. Okay, I should some of this fruit also. Okay, we use the ability tornado here. And yes, we finally got it. We got first this time, and so we got our first currently. Okay. We have a jelly. which is good to avoid getting hit, but not the tornado is the best ability to pick up more strawberries, of course. Of course, not losing them is also worth it. Okay. Got an item. See. How things go. Of course, now they're aiming for us, but they picked up someone else. Nice. We're close to. There's even an extension of time for someone who does off. And unfortunately, because of that, we got third, unless we get some bonuses. Let's see. The one who got more raspberries. The one who used more copy foods. Unfortunately, by not that much, still third. Yeah, you can see the increasing difficulty with difficult. Get a new race BGM, jazz band of 4 balls. Pretty funny. We get a new character suite from Kirby Deluxe, Triple Deluxe, 3D Warp Star. The one from Touchy Kirby, which I think is, let me check, I think it's the DS game, maybe it's, no wait, this one, Touch could be the paintbrush, but let's see, just to be sure. Called Dot Pukura. Let's see, games. My hypotheses are either Kirby Canvas Curse or Power Paintbrush in Europe, the English title, or Kirby's Mass Attack, but most likely Canvas Curse, even though. Yes, Canvas Curse. So quite a simpler title in Japanese, Touch Kirby. And yeah, with that we can continue. Okay, let's check quickly the options here. Play once again. Moichido, we've seen it already. Well, maybe we have seen Moi Kai, but it's the same practically. Play with another game, a different game, literally. Change, make, put on and change skin. But yeah, we'll go to the literally go back, return to the home table. So the home screen, but it's literally a table. choose another character. Sweet. We pick Mr. Shine in honor of. So let's get rid of Bonkers and let's pick Mr. Shine in honor of our current playthrough, our main series. Let's change skin, go back to the whipped cream, and pick Fire Red. Because now we are, oh boy, we are checking the highest difficulty, which is Geki Kara. Kara is a game from Karai. Spicy. And we add Geki, a prefix which means extremely. And so Geki Kara, I've checked the accent is unaccented, means extremely spicy. Of course, in our case, extremely difficult by extension. So yes, we'll check this difficulty. And then I'd say after that we can take our usual break. Okay. We have Baumkuchen. Okay. Let's try to be quick. Of course, they push us away from the strawberries because they're trying to get them. Got the cherry there. Okay. Okay, they destroyed the ability for us, the wall. And we got an actual ability this time instead of just strawberries inside. Yeah, better not use it here since there aren't that many strawberries. I should pick the ones that are there, at least like that. And here is a good place to use our tornado. Relatively good one, at least. Okay, that one got first, but we can get second. Better than last time, funny enough, despite the higher difficulty. Yeah. Good way to say it. R827. Fortunately they got more than us, but we are second. Still. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you were hungry, which to be honest I'm getting, since usually at around this time I eat a snack. It's not the best game because it makes you even hungrier. But yeah, it's a fun little game. It's another smaller title by Nintendo, by the way, for those who don't know. Just like Dragon Drive. This one, it's even 15 euros, and I think around the same in dollars. But also discounted around 10, which, to be honest, for such a game is perfect. And we got first, perfect. In case you didn't know about this game, you can watch me play it. and have your feel, pun intended, with this, or potentially pick it up yourself. Later we'll check if there are still people playing online, but I doubt it. And of course, if someone wants to play, just say it in chat. I can open a room. Even though I said it, yeah, the chocolate is, by the way, is stone practically. I can open a room. I think you don't even have to add me as a friend on Switch. So it's convenient for that. But of course it's a nice game also to play locally. It's a nice little game. Honestly, I'm glad to see with Drag and Drive that Nintendo is still making from time to time such smaller games. Okay, we get the time extension, oh boy. Of course, right at the last second they get us. Let's see if we can get blue. Nope, fortunately. And so, again third. We are cursed to get third. Well, let's wait and see. Hopefully nobody gets... okay, we get that bonus. One in fourth gets another one. So, yeah, we are still... well, actually, I think we are second. Nice. Yeah, first with that CPU pushing us out practically at almost at the last second. It was very unlikely to get first, but we unlocked the skin Kirby, Kirby Burger, Kabi Baga. And yes, and we get of course our usual character suite. In this case, from Kirby Dreamland in English, 2. In Japanese, simply Hoshi no Kabi, as the usual title of Kirby games, Kirby of the Stars 2, and is the Ice Dragon. And then we unlock also this one from Kirby Fighters 2, Cheerleader, Chiarida in Japanese, just like in English, just with the pronunciation as usual. Okay. So, as I mentioned, let's say we can take a short break as usual, around 5 minutes. And when we're back, I'll try to see if there's actually anyone still playing this game online. I have my doubts, but we'll at least give it a try. Or, of course, if you want to play together with me, say it in chat, I can open a room. And if not, we'll simply continue playing against CPUs. I'd say between either normal to win and so increase our win rate for the unlockables, because otherwise it doesn't particularly matter. At most at difficult, let's say. I would like to win at least once if difficult if possible, but we'll see. Okay, so see you in around 5 minutes. I put it like this, so. And we are back. Around 5 minutes, slightly more maybe. Sorry, but to be honest, since as I mentioned, usually 4 p.m. Around 4 p.m. is my snack time. I grabbed a snack, and even more so because we are playing this game that makes you hungry. Got a little ice cream with 2 biscuits in the middle. The ice cream, classic dairy ice cream, and with chocolate drops slash chips, however you call them. And so yes. Okay, let's check this for a second. That will change our current one. Let's pick well, since we want to, sorry, always forget to get rid of the previous one. Let's pick Caroline, celebration of the upcoming Switch 2 edition of Forgotten Land. As I mentioned, is also the reason why we are playing this game. I tried to search if there are people still playing this game online. Again, seriously doubt it, but of course the name shows, your name shows up when playing against people online. And of course, there are also cases in which your opponents become computers, and that's most likely what will happen to us. But at least let's give it a try. Yeah, I could, if anyone wants to play, make a room with a password ikotoba. Here it says ikotoba machi, so match machi. And this one is simply dareka to machi, so with match with someone. We'll pick that one for now. Again, seriously doubt it, but we're waiting to see if anyone joins. 1 minute. If not, a match against the CPUs should start. We give it at least a couple tries. But yeah, doubt it since it's been a while, and unfortunately it isn't as popular as other games. But to be fair, it is a small game in every sense, so makes sense. But personally, I'm glad I picked it up back in the day, not only to play it today for this stream, but also on my own. It's nice. Fortunately, don't think I've ever had the chance to play it with my offline friends. Maybe sometime. Yeah, I think we didn't get anyone, so it started a game against CPUs. Yeah, they have names, but unfortunately there's this tendency of even CPUs being assigned names, even of players. Although this one could be simply decided by the developers, honestly. Okay. Of course, there was someone with the jelly. So, got it. They got under. Okay, let's get this. I'm keeping my burning for this. Let's see if we can get the jelly. I wonder if I should keep it for later or... no, I should have actually used it before since... oh boy, I got before us, but we'll get the second one. Second place. Okay, there's not too much difference, honestly. Can still come back again the minigame with the cups. And now a lot of them start showing up. Unfortunately, I didn't change my skin. Oh well. We'll do it next time. For the next one. Forgot it because of the break, but oh well. Okay, get burning. Let's use it to continue. Okay, for now we are... you can see that the ranking changes, but we should be ahead for now. Of course, then we get these walls, and those are the worst. We get again the jelly, which is perfect to avoid some of these obstacles. Actually, not those ones, but somehow it worked at first. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, I'm continuing. It's funny that you climb with this. Okay, we got our first place. And since everyone else is still in the back, nobody's picking up still, we get some extra strawberries. Nice. Perfect. And now we have the Battle Royale. Tornado is over. Of course not if they get all the strawberries before I use Tornado. But usually it's quite useful to pick up other strawberries. And in this case also to send opponents flying. Of course we got sent flying because of that spike. One of the few abilities without food theme, well, kind of, because it's when you get it, it kind of looks like some sort of spiked candy, sugar. Is that that's the impression I'm getting. Of course, they got us. With Tornado we are getting everything. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this wasn't clearly particularly high difficulty, even though at first we didn't get first. We got the last prize was for hovering. So yeah, sometimes even aspects that aren't good can give you bonuses at least. Sorry. We got Burger Brown. We unlock a new stage. Kirby Cake, and it's a stage for the mini games. We got a new race BGM, Love Alive. And then we get, of course, our usual character suite from Return to Dreamland, the original one in this case, Hoshi no Kabi Wii, simply in Japanese. And it is, of course, the Great King in Japanese, King Dedede, Great King Dedede. Daio, Great King, literally. And also from Squeak Squad. Actually quite much a bigger title in this case in Japanese, which is as usual Hoshi no Kabi, Kirby of the Stars. Then Sanjo, which would mean take part, participate in, and also visiting, well, better, visiting in reference to the following noun, the following group, Dorotse Dan. Dan is a group. Dorotse is the name of this character, Dorotse. I'm currently forgetting the exact name in English. As I recall, it's similar, but it's slightly different, and because of I've seen now it in Japanese, I'm forgetting it. We'll check it. By the way, Dan is also found, for example, in Rocketto Dan, Team Rocket. And it's called in English The Roach. True. Yeah, similar to the Japanese original name, but slightly different. That's why I wasn't sure. While this one is from Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, a pun in English, and while in Japanese it's simply, relatively speaking, Hoshi no Kabi as usual, and then Kagami no Daimekyu, the big labyrinth of the mirror, and the character is Dark Meta Knight. All these characters we'll eventually see when we play these games for the mostly just for fun, or for the series, more likely for the series these ones, but of course it will take some time. Okay, with that we can go back to the home table, change costume. We get the hamburger with also the color, the burger brown. I'll give it one more try online. see if someone joins against randos, but of course more likely than not. Okay, this time let's pick a Dark Meta Knight. Yeah, let's search, but I doubt it. We actually got the number of wins and the rate on the top right corner. Classic Kirby tune. So let's wait and see if somehow joins. I doubt it. If not, when the time runs out, we get CPUs. The most likely outcome, but doesn't matter either way. It was worth at least trying, just to see. Okay, we are about to start. And yeah, only us. Only one player, as we can see. And so, we are against CPUs. We're at the stage is short or cakey, literally short cake. It's funny how the way Kirby can roll when you have such skins like our burger and I think maybe Elfilin. Didn't see it close enough. Yeah, I think that's the case there. Okay. Let's see. Let's go on top. Unfortunately, we have the Elfin player beat us, but we can get second. Okay. And funny enough, we get the new minigame stage. A simple one, but funny because, of course, it's Kirby shape and the rotating disc in the middle. Because, of course, it's Kirby inhaling something. It's supposed to represent that. Okay, we are still second, but close enough to the other player. Mutekian, and most certainly an abbreviation of Invincible Candy. Muteki, we have seen it, also the kanji of that. And then Kan for candy. All those kya sounds for ke. For English, ke. As a candy. Catherine for Birdo's Japanese name. Catherine. Katto. Catchy. Catch. And so on. think we have seen something also in this very game apart from that. By the way, we have on the bottom left corner the messages you can say with the D-pad. It's a pleasure. Why? As an excited an exclamation of excitement, like kind of wow, gun for disappointment, I'm pretty sure. And then arigato, of course, thank you. So, some standard messages. You could, oh boy, of course, they got us. Okay, but we are still first for now. And they sent out our rival. Perfect. Try to get, of course, the area for us. Okay. We got stone, chocolate in this game's case. Pretty funny. And also you get a shockwave. Okay, nice. With that, we should have won, unless some... Yeah, no. We have definitely won. We ate the most cherries. We destroyed the most cakes. The other one was about copy foods. Okay. We won. Got actually a lot, so we are unlocking some. Perfect. The sweet in the shape of the mouthful mode, car mouthful mode from Forgotten Land. Of course, we are equipping that immediately. Again, in celebration of the upcoming version. Then we have Doraibu Sky. I wonder what it means. Doraibu seems from drive, but I wonder in which sense. Well, sky, and so sky blue. Yeah, I'm not completely sure why it says dry in this case. Unless it's dry without a boo. But that's weird, honestly. And Boo Sky, an abbreviation for Buru Sky. But oh well. I wonder what they called it in English. I'll actually check it. While we're, of course, we got also BGM for the race. Let's see. Let me. Right. Okay, we also got from Kirby Dream Land 2. Again, simply Hoshinokabi 2 in or Ni, as in the Chinese pronunciation in Japanese. Kain. Okay, let's see if we got another character. Okay. Okay, we get from Super Kirby Hunters. So literally Super Kirby Hunters. I think it might be Kirby Clash. We'll see in a second. I'll check it. But it's the hero sword. Let's see those two things I wanted to see. Well, and then of course we got also this from, again, Return to Dreamland, simply Hoshi no Kabi Wi in Japanese. Kirby, and in parentheses, Klaka. Which means, from English, cracker. Cracker in the sense of party popper. Okay, let's go back to... Okay, let's see. I was curious to see just for a second, check those aspects. Yes, Super Kirby Clash is called Super Kirby Hunters in Japanese. So, as I guessed correctly, it was from that. I seem to recall it, but I wasn't completely sure, so we have verified it. Then I wanted to open Kirby's Dream Buffet page and see how they called that this color in English. Yeah, they simply called it driving sky. So yes, literally doraibu, as in drive plus sky. Of course, they added the ing form in English, as makes more sense, but in Japanese they don't conjugate usually English words, of course. So we'll take this one, of course, as the skin. We'll then we've seen these two, the orange. With this one, it's yeah, the blue. Let's go with the blue. And we got our character candies. Let's use this time. Let's go for where are these? Well, let's go for the roach. Doroce in Japanese. Okay, so yeah, as expected, we haven't seen anyone playing online. Unless someone wants to play with me, and so I'll open a room with a password. I'll continue for now playing offline against CPUs. Let's try at least spicy, literally, but of course figuratively, and so difficult. Let's give that one another shot. Okay, we start with the roll cake. Of course, being a race, the objective is always aim for the goal. but it's cool to have the CPU with all these. It would be even better if you could also play against 8 people instead of just 4. But luckily for our massive, well, massive of course, not in the MMO sense, but more than an increased number of players, multiplayer will luckily relatively soon have, well, at the end of this very year, in November, we'll have, they barely sent me away from that, we'll have Kirby Riders, luckily. Okay. We have another break the boxes. We have some boxes here with some strawberries. This big one would be great. Okay, I got it. Yeah, still third because unfortunately. But we are relatively close to the second place. Of course, first is another matter, but we'll try. Yeah, should have gone the other way to get more strawberries. We are currently second, but most importantly for now we are, well, also first. Perfect, we got the jelly, zeri in Japanese, to go under. Okay, the 5 was worth it, going on top. Okay, let's see if we can... Okay, of course now we don't have anything, but luckily nobody else has. Okay, that one had the wheel, which unfortunately for us wasn't the best. But maybe we can do it. Yes, we pushed them away, so we got first place in this race. Don't remember if that was... yeah, maybe most... Yeah, that was the Kirby that got first before. So now we are first. Oh boy, of course, now it all depends on this Battle Royale. We got Dig. Kind of Dig. Of course they sent us away, but luckily also the other Kirby was on top, so okay, let's stay away from those using their abilities, please. That's perfect. Okay, we got one less part. One part of the stage was removed. Of course they pushed us away. They pushed us away again. Okay, that dig ability is also useful too. Yeah, of course, at the last second, someone sends us flying. Classic Battle Royale style. Yeah, enough. First is impossible. And most we might have got... yeah, we got... Okay, no, we actually got first. Ah, okay. Say with the same points as the other CPU. Okay. of the CPU. But I'll take it. So we got first even at spicy, difficult. We get this color, literally strawberry. We get our usual character sweets from Star Allies. Same in Japanese, just with the Japanese pronunciation, Star Allies. In Japanese, Meraga Yo-Yo, so Yo-Yo with the fire. Then from the very first Kirby game, simply Hoshinokabi, Kirby of the Stars in Japanese, Kirby Dreamland here. Dot, again as in dot art, Waddle D. And then also from the same game, but not the dot art, the actual art, Waddle D again. Funny enough. Okay. Can go back to the home table. Okay. Let's change the decoration. Let's see. Let's go with I'd say the well, of course, as usual, I should replace that. Well, actually, let's go with Waddle D, as in the drawing. Let's change the costume. Well, let's go for simply the combo whipped cream and strawberry. Oops, sorry. Let's do one more at the highest difficulty. Doubt I'll win, but let's try. That would be perfect. Extremely spicy and so extremely hard. And let's see how it goes. We continue as usual for the Gourmet Grand Prix. We start with the donuts. Donuts in Japanese. Yeah, good thing I ate something as you definitely get hungry seeing all this tasty food. Yeah, they definitely are more aggressive at this difficulty. But hopefully you still be able to do it. Okay, we got a jelly. I would like to keep it for something. Yeah, like this. Perfect. We should have used it slightly later, as that was risky, but I wonder if I could get something while using it. At most I got some strawberries, I think. Okay, we got jelly again. Perfect. Okay, we have burning, so we'll keep it. And use it now. Yeah, no, please. Okay. Got first. But it was quite risky with that CPU right in the back. Okay. Okay, we have to defeat the enemies and eat strawberries in this one. Ah, okay, literal enemies as in actual enemies. Okay. These. Okay, got at least that 3. Okay. We are in first, but of course it all depends on this race. And then of course the Battle Royale at the end. That's always... sorry. Where the Gyakuten, as it's said in Japanese, can happen. The turnabout. Literally in Japanese, the opposite rotation. Okay. As also we've seen in Ace Attorney games, because as I mentioned, it's they're called like that in Japanese. Captain Saiban. Yeah, we got unfortunately only second, but we are still first for now. Unfortunately closer. Second place is closer to us now. Tornado is great to get some... yeah, of course with Spike we get defeated. But it's not much now, that's particularly rewarding, but later. Of course they push us off, but luckily the hand helps us in that case. Yeah, they're really aggressive at this difficulty, but as they should, since it's the highest one, but... they're definitely not kidding around. Needle. Okay, body's around here. You can also use needle if you replace it again to get to roll against others. Got second. We haven't the extended time. Well, at least it should go after them. But of course, we actually get defeated by another CPU instead of the one that's first. Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't got last time. This time, unless we get some more. Okay, we might get a third thanks to the bonuses. Yes. Actually, second. Second, nice. But yeah, first it's quite unlikely at this difficulty. Sorry, didn't check what we got of the BGM. We unlocked also a new stage, Ice Cream. 4 races this time, as you can also see from the picture. Okay, we unlocked for the character suites from Kirby Dream Land 3. In Japanese, simply Kirby of the Stars 3. Choo-Choo. Pretty sure that's her name also in English. Yes, it is. Then we get from actually from, in this case, but in this particular case, from Discovery, and so Forgotten Land, Bandana Waddle Dee, the second player of that game. and other Kirby games, of course, but... Okay, let's go back. We should have... let's change our decoration. Of course, we'll use, as much as I would love to use Choo-Choo, we'll go for Bandana Waddle Dee, again in celebration of the upcoming Switch 2 edition of Forgotten Land. And we'll use the Bandana Waddle Dee, but at least a different color. Let's go for the driving sky. And yes, we'll do one more race. And after that, I'd say we most likely have got to our usual time to end the stream. Want to play it again at hard, since I doubt we'll win at very hard, the highest difficulty. But we can try to win again at hard, and this time maybe not get first place along with the CPU. Again, the Gourmet Grand Prix. Okay, funnily enough, we start with the stage we unlocked, Ice Cream. So nice that we get to see it. Quite tasty. And yeah, let's... yeah, even at hard, they're definitely more aggressive. Of course, I shouldn't make such mistakes. Yeah, we got that CPU there. Unfortunately, had jelly, so they went quite ahead. Instead, get burned, of course. But with double burning, we should be fine. Okay. Okay, we got an additional jelly. Fortunately, they stole from us the extra strawberries. Okay, we should be fine and get first. Yes, perfect. Luckily, third place is not here yet, so we get some bonus strawberries. And yeah, with that, we have some distance from second place for now. Simple minigame where you have to eat the falling strawberries. Don't think we have seen this stage before. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this, thank you. Let's get the those the 3 strawberries at a time. Okay, another race. Someone quite ahead somehow. Okay, get burning. I'll keep it for here. Okay, could have used it slightly before. Okay. Some hovering. Okay, I want to go up here. Unfortunately, I fell because I saw the enemy. And then our rivals got strawberries. Yeah, the jelly, but yeah, we don't need it, unfortunately. And so they got first, we get the second place, and luckily we are still first overall for now. We'll see how that goes, of course, depending on the Battle Royale. Okay. So, some strawberries here. Yeah, again, tornado isn't one of the most dangerous attacks enemies can have, but of course, when you are close to the end of the stage, the limit, then it is, because then you can't recover by hovering. Honestly, in that case, like what we have just done against that CPU. Of course, someone hit us with whatever that copy food is. Oh no, of course, right at the end. Oh boy, second. It all depends on the bonus. Let's see. Okay, that one got the most strawberries. We got that one, but of course the other CPU got also bonus, so overall 1. And yeah, fortunately, just by 5 strawberries, we got second. Oh well. At least we won before at difficult, spicy literally. Okay, this time it's another race BGM, Dance with Painting Witch. We get our character sweets from Kirby Kira Kira Kizu. Kira Kira means sparkling. And then we have Kizu, which should mean actually, even though here it's written in hiragana, it should be usually written in katakana because it's kids from English. But it's written in hiragana for stylistic purposes to go along with the Kira Kira. Also, the onomatopoeia technically could, usually it's often written in katakana. And the character is Chiku Taku Jr. Chiku Taku, of course, Tic Tac from English. Then we get from Super Kirby Hunters, so actually Kirby Clash, as we've seen before. Super Kirby Clash. Magic Beam. And yeah, with that, we have finished this race and we are perfect at our usual hour to end the stream. We just see our unlockables. We choose this one, Tic Tac Junior. By the way, it said from Kira Kira Kizu SFC, SFC, so the Super Famicom computer, and so Super Nintendo version of Kira Kira Kizu. So in English should be it's Kirby Star Stacker, pretty sure. But of course, in outside of Japan, pretty sure we got only the Game Boy version. So that's why that to specify, and also this character is from that Super Famicom SNES version. We'll just quickly change our costume, even though we are not playing. So if I play another time, we should have this set, if it has saved them. But yes, with that, I'm closing the game. We're ending the stream here. See you tomorrow for the continuation of our usual Let's Learn Japanese with series, currently Kirby's Adventure. So perfectly enough considering the Kirby theme, this between the Kirby Riders Direct last week and the upcoming Switch 2 edition of Forgotten Land. If everything goes well, I can already tell you that next time for our games played mostly just for fun, we should play take part in the, I think it's called Global Test or something like that, of Sonic Crossword, Sonic Racing Crosswords, as it should take place that weekend. And luckily it shouldn't have time, shouldn't take place at specific hours, and so I don't risk making mistakes like I did with the Drag and Drive Global Jam. So there's that preview. If everything goes well, I can't promise it because if something changes, but if we can, we'll play that. Okay. See you next time.